Well, hello there. Today I'm going to take you fine folks on a journey up north to get the White Arabian horse. Now you can get this horse as early as Chapter 2. But before we head on this journey, we're going to walk over to our wardrobe and we are going to equip a few outfits on our horse. You're going to go ahead and need the winter gunslinger outfit or some sort of winter outfit. As you head up there, you'll find you start to shiver, which will hurt and kill your cores. So you need some warm clothes. Now that we have that equipped, we can go ahead and head on up there. Now, as mentioned, you can get this horse in Chapter 2. However, you first have to go hunting with Hosea in the mission Exit Pursued by Bruised Ego. Now, once you've completed that mission, go ahead and mark a spot up here on the map next to Lake Isabella, and we're going to go ahead and travel up there. Now, if this happens to be your first time heading up north through the mountains, once you enter the snowy area, you will pass a particular stranger that you should not trust. Unfortunately, this man is a con man trying to steal your horse.
Help me! How about we skip the small talk, eh?
He will try and convince you to stop your horse, and once you get off to help him, he will steal your horse and take off. Now, if your horse has a bonding level above 2, you can simply whistle, your horse will kick him off, and your horse will come back to you, which is pretty cool, so I went ahead and let the horse deal with him anyway. However, in typical fashion, once he was on the ground, I decided to go ahead and finish the job and steal whatever I could from the stranger by looting his pockets. You can proceed to take care of this gentleman however you want, or you can continue to ride on. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Let's get back to where we're going. Heading up the mountain, we need to change our clothes, though. We need to get into a warm outfit. So if you go to your tool wheel and head over to horse, head on down, and switch your outfit to winter gunslinger, you don't even have to get off the horse. That's the efficiency that I'm talking about. And in case you're curious, this interaction with this man is about halfway through your journey. Just past Valentine, about half the way up to Lake Isabella. Now let's push on. Now the next thing that you will encounter on your journey, provided this is your first trip up there, is you will pass a little pond. There are 3 wolves attacking a bear on the ice. It's an interesting little show of AI and something to watch for a second. Now, if you're smart at this point in the game, you most likely only have a repeater for a rifle. The repeater will not take down a bear. I repeat, it will not take down a bear. It will eventually, but it takes a while. So as you can see, we get kicked off our horse. Our Deadeye goes away. We got to get up quick. I do manage to get another Deadeye set, and it does take him down eventually, but not a fun game. I'd recommend just passing because you don't have a gun that can take it down properly. So with our bear pelt stowed on the back of our horse, we continue our journey. And as you get inside of Lake Isabella, you will notice there's a corpse up in the mountains up there. Maybe 2. But we will cover that in a later episode. Mysteries of the Mountains. Now once you come down from the mountain and get to the valley where Lake Isabella is and the spot that you marked on your map, you need to start using your Deadeye to highlight the wildlife in the area so you can find the horse. It'll take a second of wandering around, and it's best to do it off the horse so you don't startle the animal, but sure enough, I'll be damned, there she is, right in front of us. Now, I don't remember this being a piece of every playthrough that I've done, but as you can see, there's a couple wolves behind her there. So how are you going to get the horse without spooking the wolves? Or spooking the horse? So I decided to wait for a second and see what happened. And hopefully this isn't something you have to deal with whenever you go up to get the horse. Because as said, I don't remember doing this. I don't think this was a facet of the preset game. But I waited to see if the wolves would run off, and well, they did. They just ran the wrong damn direction and chased the horse that I was trying to get. Unfortunately, this led to a nice little chase that didn't need to happen, and this video wouldn't be rambling on incessantly at this point if it didn't happen. But there she goes. So I continued to track the horse, all while avoiding the wolf that was tracking the horse as well, and luckily after about 10 minutes we came to a path where I found the horse. And after that, it was relatively smooth sailing, but if you haven't caught a horse in this game yet, first of all, it can be a little tricky. Luckily we got her on the first try though. When you approach the horse, you're going to want to hold R2, and that'll let you calm the horse by hitting square on PS5. Just keep calming the horse. You can see the bar on the right hand side. The horse gets jittery, it goes down, you hit calm. The bar gets jittery, horse gets jittery, the bar goes down, you hit calm. Once you get close enough to the horse, you can pat the horse. Or you can jump on the horse. And once you jump on the horse, that's where the real fun begins. Now, the horse is a wild horse. It doesn't want you on top of it, of course, but if you lean back with the L3 trigger, and I believe you hit square to calm the horse over and over and over and over again, after a few minutes you will tame the horse, and the horse will then belong to you. You can see, it's not that hard of a process, and now you have the fastest damned horse that you can get in Chapter 2, the White Arabian. It spawns only after Hosea's mission, Hunting with Hosea, also known as Exit Pursued by Bruised Ego. Once that happens, the horse will spawn. You can head up north to Lake Isabella and make this very horse your own. Now, the next thing that we need to do, we still got another horse up here with a bear pelt on it. So, let's go get our other horse. You can just hit up on the D-pad to get your horse to come to you by whistling. Now, when you're in this area, there is one last surprise that I'm not going to ruin for you. But if you go to your map here, you'll see this little shack up by Lake Isabella. You should definitely go check it out, but we'll cover that a little later. Now, in the meantime, let's head back to Valentine and go to the stable. Now, all along the ride heading back to Valentine, go ahead and keep pressing in R3 on PlayStation 5 and keep patting the horse, telling the horse it's a good horse. And we're going to have one last surprise, of course, before we leave these treacherous mountains. We've got a man calling for our help. And unfortunately, this means killing something to save his life. Now, you can keep on riding. It will give you low honor. But you don't have to save the guy. However, go ahead, go over, be a hero, kill all of the coyotes or wolves, and yeah, helping people is a good thing in this game. It lifts your honor, and sometimes they owe you something.
That animal is a goddamn menace.
And that makes a pretty full day in and of itself, but once we get back to Valentine, you might as well sell all the things that you got. We got a poor bear pelt, we got a deer pelt, we got 3 wolf pelts, except for one of them we took the carcass back. And once you get done with that, then you can go over to the stable and settle up your horses. Now, if you want to keep the horse that you first had, you can, but really there's no sense. It's a terrible horse, and you've just now got the White Arabian. Now, I like to name the horse La Flama Blanca in honor of Kenny Powers, but that's up to you. That's my tutorial and story on how to get the White Arabian as early as Chapter 2. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll come back for another little story time a little later. We'll see you next time.